Well, in this special edition of Feasting on Agriculture, TWILA's AJ Sabine takes us to Ireland via New Orleans to celebrate the Feast of St. Patrick's Day.
There, AJ introduces us to Chef Matt Murphy, owner of the Irish House New Orleans, who pairs traditional corned beef hash with fresh, locally grown produce from the Crescent City Farmers Market to create a mouth-watering Irish classic.
Feasting on Agriculture with AJ Sabine is brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board. Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat. By the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, rice, a world of great ideas. And by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council, beef, it's what's for dinner.
Diagwitch from the Irish House here in New Orleans, where it's always St. Patrick's Day. All that and more coming up on Feasting on Agriculture. Nestled just across from the streetcar named St. Charles, Chef Matt Murphy's Irish House has become part of the iconography of this historic avenue in New Orleans. Before it's time to grab a pint and start cooking, Chef Matt and I begin our day shopping at the Crescent City Farmers Market in Uptown Square. So here we are on the Uptown Farmers Market. Chef, why is this one of your favorite farmers markets?
Well, you know, all over the state you've got markets like this. This is one of the markets in New Orleans, and they're actually all over New Orleans. It's where, you know, you can get local produce grown by local people, and just be in touch with where the food's coming from. So many times, you know, you go into a large supermarket, you can't see the person that's grown it. It's on a shelf, and you know where it's coming from. From here, you know it's coming from Louisiana. You know it's coming from people that are growing it, whether it's eggs, whether it's produce, all the way down.
Shopping a farmer's market can reveal a whole host of surprise ingredients. Say, for example, these mustard flowers, and of course... Now, you're from Dublin. What do you think of that?
I think it's phenomenal, see? You can get everything you want. You'll have a leprechaun up there next, right?
With our shopping done, it's time to get our ingredients into the kitchen. We got some beautiful ingredients from the farmer's market. How will we put this together today?
Well, when we were shopping around there, I knew I had some redfish I was going to use. I knew I had some beef. I wanted to use some crawfish along here. So I was kind of coming up with a little idea in my head. Did I have a plan? No. Didn't have a plan. But we're going to take these fava beans and we're going to pop out the fava beans in them. Okay. And we're going to blanch these just for a second or two in some salted water. Okay. Not too much, just enough to make them tender. So when we use them in a succotash that we're going to use with our redfish.
As Chef Matt and I break down the ingredients, he shares with us his experience on the Food Network show, Chopped.
I was a bit apprehensive, but when I got there, I really realized that show takes a lot out of you.
It does.
You have to know a lot about food. You have to know what you're doing, and you have to be fast and you have to be concise. And lucky enough, I've had a lot of experience in kitchen, so I can adapt to many different things, and I won it. So it was also not just a badge of honor for me, it's a badge of honor for New Orleans and Louisiana.
After we get prepped, it's time to cook.
What we use here is, we like these French pans. You see them?
Yes. Why do you like the French pans?
Solid. Okay. This has killed many a person because it's like a weapon. And when it gets hot, it does not cool down. And that's what you want. Yeah, you get something that has a steady heat. So once you put that fish or ingredient in there, it doesn't go, it stays sizzling nice, and the crispiness of the fish goes and cooks it all the way through. We have some, you know, you like to get that fish, that's the younger fish, the smaller fish, the stuff that is not those big fillets. There's two sides to a fish. There's a presentation side, or on an item there's the presentation side, and it's the side that's on the plate. Presentation side is always the first side you put in a skillet. Why? Because you can control the color of it, you can control how it looks. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that on there.
How can I help?
And here, the scissors, you throw those on right there.
Like this?
Yeah. As you're doing it, letting it flow away from you. So if there is a splash, it's going at the back of the stove. Potatoes is cooked down, and some corned beef, and we're just going to heat this up a little bit. This is going to go underneath our fish, and our succotash is going to go around it. You know, you think succotash, you think it's the south, you know?
Right.
Well, it comes from up north, Rhode Island, the Succotash tribe, basically. This was a dish they made with corn, a wild corn. I like using red beans. You know, you see a lot of places using haricot vert. Why not use red beans? It's a local bean. So we're going to start off with a little bit of garlic and a little bit of shallots, which is a shallot for those. A little salt and pepper in there. I like to do that. You've got to watch the cooking of this right here.
Right.
Simply because
You don't want to burn your garlic.
you don't want to burn your garlic, but you do want it to get that flavor out of it. And then we're going to throw in our beans, red beans, and our corn, which we've sauteed down a little bit. And we're going to take our fava beans, and we have some salted water here, seasoned. We're going to let that cook down in that. Our fish, as you can see, is cooking nicely. What I want to do is just blanch him and slowly add them in there. So we're right in there. The hot water. I'm going to put that to the side. We had a little bit of vinegar in that we had mixed in with the red beans and the corn.
I've never seen a succotash with cream in it before.
Yeah, well, and it helps make a sauce. Because as that cream reduces down and I mount in the butter, it just has a really rich flavor.
And when we get back, I'll show you a brand new pair of beers to go with this fresh take on corned beef. Stick around, we'll be right back. Here we are in the dining room of the Irish House New Orleans, joined by Chef Matt Murphy, owner and operator. And Chef, this is a beautiful succotash redfish with corned beef hash. Tell us about this beer.
Yes.
Tell me. Okay.
All right.
Tell me about it. What is this you just opened?
Well, this is made by Chapawaya Farms. Sandy Sharp out there. Don't worry, this is good froth. We're gonna
Gotcha. It's
vacuum
good for the
that
skin.
up.
It's good for the skin.
He's come up with this farmhouse saison, kind of a beer which is like rich in flavor. I think it's going to go great with this dish. He also does a porter, farmhouse
nice.
porter, which is good. You'll see them. The Chapawaya Farms. They're known. They're Cubby Rise Farms.
Yes.
It's the same people that do Cubby Rise, and they have a market there where they actually.
You pour, I'm gonna eat.
I'll pour. You try.
Oh my God, that's so good. That's absolutely delicious. And this redfish that we made, what are you kidding? You don't have to wait to celebrate St. Patrick's Day here on Feasting on Agriculture. You can always come to the Irish House New Orleans and visit with Chef Matt.
Yes, sir.
This is absolutely fantastic.
I'm gonna try this beer with it. This Chapawaya Farmhouse Saison.
Cheers. Here's to you. Lots more to come on
Bon
Feasting
temps roulé.
Bon temps roulé. Feasting on Agriculture. We'll see you next time.
Feasting on Agriculture with A.J. Sabine was brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board. Louisiana Crawfish. Ask before you eat. By the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board. Rice, a world of great ideas. And by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council. Beef, it's what's for dinner.